I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. The real reason why Kirk and Rashida's Frost son, Redrumed, Atlanta rapper T Hood. Salute to the chat. Salute to all of my moderators. Salute to the replay gang. Salute Dragon. Salute Miss Low Key. Now, apparently it was over a domestic dispute between T Hood and his girlfriend, which is the daughter of Kirk and Rashida. Now, for the many of y'all that is not familiar with him, because he is an underground rapper. He was an underground rapper. So I'm just going to give a brief description of his songs and his albums. All right. Now he does have some popular songs, Ready to Go and Percolator. He was 33 years old at the time of the shooting. Here's some more of his popular singles. I like the song Stomach. That's not listed on here, but he has popular singles Percolator, Girls in the Party, Hands on Your Knees, featuring Asian A. Then he has a single Scammer, Zone Out, featuring F. Kai First, Life Like the Mob, What You Want, Free Mexico Dro, What's Next, and Purple Not Grape. How many of y'all are familiar with T Hood? Drop a 1 if you are familiar with T Hood, if you know exactly who he is, and if you like some of his music. Now here's a list of his albums. 2019, he released an album called Zombie World. 2020, he released an album called Sinister. 2021, The Z. 2023, Zombieland. And he released 2 albums in 2024 called Trenches and Grave Diggers. Now, this is what I know so far surrounding what happened. So apparently him and his girlfriend, they got into a dispute. The girlfriend calls up her brothers. I believe one of the brothers was there. And then the eldest brother showed up. And this is the eldest brother with his mom, Rashida. He showed up and things turned for worse. Now, I'm always quick to drop jewels on the females. I want to drop some jewels on the fellas. If you are in a relationship with a female, and if you got to put your hands on that female, that's just not the female for you. You're in a no-win battle situation. And apparently, they're saying, and this is allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, they're saying that the suspect will probably get off because it's self-defense. Or if the suspect is charged with anything, he's only facing manslaughter charges because they're trying to say that it was self-defense. Now, I beg to differ because the suspect, he was called over to the place of residence. You know, he was called over there. It's not like he was already there, but he was called over. Now, in these situations, fellas, you're going to have to put your thinking cap on, and you're going to have to keep your thinking cap on. You are in a no-win situation. When that female, when your girlfriend, whatever she does to pluck your nerves, whatever she does that triggers you to put your hands on her, you got to walk away. You got to leave. Because whoever she calls up, whoever that female calls up on you, don't make a difference who she calls up. When they pull up, they not concerned what that female did. Nothing matters. Everything goes out the window. They ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say while you put your hands on their female relative or female friend. If my daughter called me up about a dude putting his hands on my daughters, I ain't asking no questions. And my daughters can be dead wrong. That's just the way how this thing works. Now, we should check the temperature. We should check the temperature and find out, well, what did you do? But that's just not how we're wired. Sometimes, you know, we can escalate the situation. But if your girlfriend, if your wife calls somebody up that you put your hands on her, when they pull up, they pulling up about that action. Like I said, they pulling up about that action. And however it go down, they're going to look at you as being in the wrong because they're going to say, well, you shouldn't have put your hands on her. Why you just didn't walk away? So I'm telling all the fellas to prevent, because in this situation, he lost his life. Now just imagine losing your life and those that is responsible for taking your life, imagine them not spending a day in prison. Or if they do go to prison, it's 1 to 5 years. Because I'm going to tell you what the son with Kirk and Rashida, I'm telling y'all what they're going to advise their son to do. Take a plea, cop out to a lesser charge, plead guilty to manslaughter. So now you done lost your life over this chick. You ain't got the chick no more. Before they lower you in the ground, before they bury you, she with somebody else. And she's going to either be with one of your homeboys, one of your family members, or one of your ops. It's a dirty game out here. It's a dirty, dirty game. And unfortunately, that's just how the game goes. Before they even put you in the ground, she done moved on to somebody else. I'm sure he had money in the house. So she got access to the money. She got access to your money. At the end of the day, it just ain't worth it. It ain't worth it because when them people come for you, they don't want to hear nothing you got to say. And this just is a sad case, y'all. It's a sad case because he was making some noise down there in Atlanta. He was well known in Atlanta on the underground scene and in the surrounding areas. It's a sad case. But I'm gonna run to a clip Give me a second, y'all. So it's saying right here, rapper T Hood was allegedly Redrumed after a dispute at Gwinnett County home. Family claims Kirk and Rashida's daughter called her brothers who powed him. This is what TMZ released 8 hours ago. The details says T Hood's death is being investigated as a possible self-defense. Pow pow. Let me come to the chat, y'all. He was pow pow 5 times. That's hard for self-defense. Rashida need to stop planning concerts and come get bail for her son. Salute, Sonya. So here's another one. This is an hour ago. Let me see if I could. Let me come out of this. So it says, tragic loss. Rapper T Hood, 33, pow pow, dead in Atlanta. It says the rap world is reeling after the shocking news that T Hood, a rising star from Atlanta, has tragically been pow pow and unalive at the age of just 33. There go that number 33 again, y'all. What's up with this number 33? Nipsey Hussle passed away at 33, right? In the Bible, Jesus Christ, 33. And there are a list of other rappers and entertainers that passed away at 33 years old. What is good? Now, I know the number 33, I know in the Masons, I know the Masons, there's 33 degrees of knowledge. I read he was pow pow 5 times in the back. That's going to be hard to prove self-defense. That's facts, Nicole. That's facts. How can you prove? And my whole thing is this. If the brothers got called over there, I mean, wouldn't that be considered premeditated? Where is all of my law experts at? Wouldn't that be considered premeditated if they were called over there? Because can it be proven that the suspects knew exactly what was going down and they planned? And like you said, Nicole, he got hit 5 times in the back. Lady Leo says, heck yeah. Erica says, yes, it is. The sister was talking too. Yes, and I'm gonna try to find those recordings of the sisters. Just give me a minute, y'all, and I'm gonna try my best to find those recordings of the sister. Jennifer says, yes, because they came with intent to do harm. Didn't they leave and come back? I'm not sure. Nita. Let me see what else. So, as I said before, he was tragically pow pow and Redrumed at the age of just 33. It says the rapper, known for his gritty street anthems and raw talent, was found unalive in a pow pow incident that occurred late Friday night in one of Atlanta's notorious neighborhoods. Y'all gotta get out of the hood. Y'all gotta let that hood mentality go. Y'all got to get away. According to sources, T Hood was allegedly ambushed while in his vehicle, with reports claiming that multiple pow-pows were fired. Fans and fellow artists are in disbelief, with many taking to social media to express their shock and sorrow. T Hood had built a loyal fan base with his honest lyrics and emotional storytelling, which connected deeply with those familiar with his struggles. This loss has sent waves through the Atlanta music scene, with many artists paying tribute to the late rapper, while others are calling for an end to the violence that continues to plague the industry. The investigation is ongoing, but for now, T Hood's death remains as an undeniable tragedy that highlights the dangers still facing artists in these streets. See if I can find something else. When Kirk Frost's daughter, Kelsey, got into an altercation with her rapper boyfriend, T Hood, she called her brothers. Rashida's son, Kai, allegedly pow and unalived the rapper. He is currently suspect number one. The family of T Hood are all saying that Kai was the shooter. Appreciate that cash donation, 80s baby. Appreciate that cash donation, 80s baby. Kai is the light-skinned one. He got hit once in the stomach, once in the back, and other areas. Kai lived with them. For real, Shank, but not any details of what happened has been revealed. Salute, Patricia. Hope you're having a blessed day as well, Patricia. Just allegations are revealed right now, and the family is confirming the news. Well, of course, the family is, not releasing too much information, but I do believe that they are saying that it's self-defense. I'm going to go to this audio. I'm going to try to find this audio of the sister. A recording of sister talking to his mom, stating her brother need to be in jail. Right. I'm going to find that. Salute, Tanya. 80s baby. They questioned them and let them go. Wow. And see, here's another lesson for the fellas. I'm on the fellas today. Be careful when your sisters call you over to handle a situation like this. Be careful when your cousins. Be careful when that female call you over because allegedly her boyfriend or her baby father put his hands on her. Be careful. Because even if that is the case, you get over there and you rough my man up. And let's say he don't die. Let's say he alive. You rough him up pretty bad. She gonna still be with that dude that you roughed up. And you gonna be looking stupid. You're going to be looking stupid. Wow. She said that. Yes, Kirk and Rashida using their ATL clout to cover for their kids. You're going to feel real dumb. You know what I mean? Like, you mean to tell me you call me over here for this joker. I handle my business with him. And you laid back up with him? Fellas, we got to put on our thinking caps all the way around the Monopoly board. And you know what? The cold piece about it is, in those situations, we can't blame the females. We can't blame the females. That's just my opinion because we should know better. I ain't getting involved. I ain't getting in no altercation with this dude behind you, and then you're going to be laid back up with this dude. The best thing for me to tell you is cut that joker off. You cut that joker off, and I see that you cut him off, and you didn't went on about your business, and then if he's harassing you and all of that, okay, then we talking. But I ain't pulling up on no joker demonstrating for you to be right back laid up with him. And sis still sticking with him, period. Seen it so many times. Seen it so many times, y'all. I've seen it so many times before. Instead of calling ATL to her brother, she should have called 911. Facts. That is so true. And again, it really go both ways. So really the best thing is to work out your own. Facts. That's why I don't call nobody up and discuss my relationship problems. Because I ain't getting nobody, I ain't getting none of my family members in the mix of my relationship problem. I ain't calling nobody up. And that's why I tell any female that I'm dealing with, stop taking our business. Don't take our business outside of the bedroom. Don't take our business outside of the house. Don't be telling your problems to your family members, because as you can see, we still going to be together. Salute, cheerleader. She should have called 911, not her brother. If he jumped in, he's about to sit down for a while, but she's jumped the fence on the other side. I see you spoken facts. That's why I broke up with my ex. People want to use to people for weird-ish. Facts. That's facts. I don't call my brothers for any of my relationships. I believe the younger called 911. And like I said, you know, in today's time, we really got to use our heads, y'all. Salute Novi, because as y'all can see, people is dropping like flies. As a woman, I can indeed say a lot of women push men to this point just to ride out for them to feel important. And that's the sad part. Yes, and I've been there. And fellas, I'm going to say it again, fellas. If a woman tells you, I just need somebody to handle me, run. If you walk away from an argument with a woman, and a woman, that's why I can't stand your weak ass. I don't like you weak ass. A real man would stand there. Hell to the nah. A real man is going to walk. If not walk, a real man is going to run so far away from that funky ass woman. Listen, fellas, the formula has changed. The blueprint on the game has changed. We ain't our uncles. We ain't our fathers. We ain't back in the days when we could pop them upside the head. We ain't back in the days when we can whip their asses. Negative. That's negative. Walk away. And when you dealing with a woman that thinks like that, you better run from that woman, because you is headed to the penitentiary or you headed to the cemetery. Don't let no woman convince you that in order for you to be a man, that you got to stand there and argue with her. Nobody got time for that arguing stuff. We dying of high blood pressure. We dying of stress. Nobody got time to be sitting up there arguing back and forth with a no good for nothing funky ass woman. All these women out here, get up out of there. Those are the red flags that you look for when you get with a woman. Those are the red flags that you look for when you're dealing with a woman. Because those kind of women, they don't mean you no good. There are plenty of good women on the right-hand side of the track. Shout out to all of the good women out there. There are a lot of good women. There are a lot of good women out there that will be loyal to you. There are a lot of good women out there that will help build with you. There are a lot of good women out there that will make good wives. There are a lot of good women out there. And as the Bible say, You can eat off all the trees, but not that one. And that tree that I'm telling y'all not to eat off of is the tree with those funky ass holes. Straight like that. Straight like that. You got plenty of trees with beautiful women out here on the inside and on the outside. I mean, they got it going on. Would love you. I mean, take care of you, be there, support you in the whole 9 yards. Pick off those trees. All right? Stay away from the funky ass tree, man. I'm telling y'all. But let me find this clip of the daughter. Give me a second, everybody. Give me a second.
Ways. I'm away.
All right. Let's tap into the audio of Kelsey Frost.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Hold my gun when I fuck my. Everybody know that I trap at the store. Big bag, little bag, come get sh. Know that I got it, the prices are low. Run out the OGs, niggas they old. Look at my wrist, it's over the stove. I smoking no gas, you smoking the cold. Ask me to eat it, I mainly be bold. Smoking the back when they smoke out no bowl. All of the dope. It gotta get sold. Don't cover that ass, bitch, let it be show. I'm the plug, I hope that you know. Truck on my dog, free Mexico Joe. Smoking this out of.
That must have not been it, y'all. Give me a minute. Let me find it.
I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. But I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit.
She said, I don't condone that ish, brother or not. Now, there's always two sides to every story. I don't believe in the three sides of every story. I don't. Some of y'all do, but I don't. I believe there's two sides of every story. Now, here it is. Here's her side. Well, in this case, it would be three sides. It would be her side. It would be T Hood's side. He's no longer here to tell his side. And then it's going to be the brother's side. But in this case, it's two sides. That's her side and that's her brother's side. Now, according to her, she didn't condone that. So according to her, she didn't tell her brother to red rum T Hood, is what she's saying. Her brother, he took things into his own hand, and that can happen. That can happen. Like I said, she may have been on the phone with the brother. The brother may have overheard it. Don't know yet. But however, here's another example of what I just said. Fellas, your sister your sister. Because you got to understand that it's feelings involved. We got to understand, and when it's feelings involved, okay, and we've seen this play so many times, a man can do something that's foul to a woman, and she's upset, she's mad. This is why many people feel as though they don't want a president or they don't want a leader that's a woman, because many people, not all, but many people feel like women are too emotional. And when it's time to make rational decisions, women will be in their feelings. So you got to be careful, because when you do something to a woman, not all, but when you do something to a woman, if she's in her feelings, and I believe that this was the case, she was in her feelings. She on the phone with her brother, allegedly, here he come. But let me get back to the audio, y'all. So she's saying she don't condone that ish.
But I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit.
Wow. Let me see if it's more. Wow. Fellas, y'all gotta wise up. I see you, Martina. Fellas, y'all gotta wise up. Stop getting involved in them females ish. We seen this same thing with the pool party. Same situation with the pool party.
Well, I don't understand how they will let him out if you told them that.
I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they will let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tevin. They wouldn't. They supposed to have him. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
So yeah, please do it. Like, I'm asking the same questions. What I'm saying is, like.
Okay, when can we get his things, Kay?
I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they will let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tevin. They wouldn't. They supposed to have him. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
So yeah, please do it. Like, I'm asking the same questions.
So she, according to the
your
audio,
shot Tevin. They wouldn't.
She told the authorities that her brother
have him.
Pow T Hood. Now, according to this audio, they let him out. Let's see if it's more on this recording.
Wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they will let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tevin. They wouldn't. They supposed to have him. Okay, so I don't know what's going on.
Let me jump to the chat, y'all. Let me see what my chat's saying. I see you can't get right. Salute can't get right. Tanya says facts. Crazy. She caught them over and does not care, shaking my head. That's prime example, y'all. Prime example. I see you can't get right. But she called him, shaking my head. Now, all females ain't like this. Wait, she involved her brothers and now telling, oh my. And that's what I'm saying. They be in a feelings getting other people involved, but you can't control how a person is going to act. So it's crazy to involve people, family or not. That's facts. That's facts. Now, I will say this to the ladies. Y'all don't know how your brother is going to react. Y'all don't know how your cousin, y'all don't know how your baby daddy, y'all don't know how they're going to act. And then y'all are putting your boyfriend in harm's way by calling your male people on your boyfriend, but then you putting your family members in harm's way because this could have went either way. T Hood could have demonstrated on the brothers. I see you, Dana J. Females like her will end a man unalive or in jail. That's facts. That's facts. And that's why I'm saying those type of females you got to stay away from. Appreciate you, Dana J. Yep. Her attitude has been nasty on the show, too. People don't use fists anymore. These youngins are nuts. That's why I don't call my family. I handle my own business. I see you, Capricorn. I see you, Kenya. Kenya says, then sometimes when it's all over, they get back with the guy. That's facts. And then you be looking stupid. You know, I've been in situations. I seen it. You know what I mean? Look, don't call me no more for this person. You know, I got caught to a situation and God was on my side. Most situations I got caught in, I had the upper hand, but I got caught into one situation, block full of ninjas. But just so happened that one of the ninjas was like, hold up. Let me go holler at my man. Because obviously my man don't know what's going on. It was a female cousin of mine that sent me on a dummy mission. And just so happened, ready to crash out at any moment, you can have to learn how to kick a can. Facts. I see you, Miss Baby. Salute, Storm. Shout out to all my people from Charlotte. Salute, Tiff. Let me see what else I can grab, y'all. Then we're going to get out of here. And from what I'm getting, everybody is saying that he was a good dude. Everybody is saying that T Hood was a good dude. They just was talking about old boy being a transformer, the brother who did the pow. So he was trying to act hard, I feel. But then again, they may have had a fight. That's true. I see you, Red Jewel. Yep. See, I respect men like that. I see you, Shay. It says, rapper T Hood was allegedly Redrumed after a dispute. I read that, but I'll read it again. At a Gwinnett County home, family claims Kirk and Rashida's daughter called her brothers who pow him. And now it's his word against hers. Now their family going to have a lot of problems now. Facts. And this is from at Frost Kai. Set my brother up. She had her brother pow him. So this is the brother. This is, I believe, the sister of T Hood. She says, and say she didn't know he pow my brother 5 times in the back and stomach, chest. They cleaned it up and hid the brother so the police wouldn't find the weapon for him. Wow. Appreciate that super chat, Tanya. Tiff says, well, how I see it is none of us know none of the facts because it was said he was hit 5 times, then 7 times. But honestly, that was her place, of course, through her parents, and Kai stayed there. Appreciate the super chat. Keep bringing the facts, Shank Rock, salute. And we do have a goal for this demonstration, 15 super stickers or super chats. If you would like to help us reach our goal of 15 super stickers or super chats, just click on the $ symbol and purchase a super sticker or a super chat. Tiff says it could have been Kai that actually called the other brother to come over since he was already staying there with them. That's true. Anita says, where is the forensic and the DNA? Just asking. And I know Kirk and Rashida, and see, as parents, we got to be careful what we condone. We got to be careful when trying to help our children cover up their ish. Because I'm not saying that Kirk and Rashida did, but if Kirk and Rashida tampered with evidence, if Kirk and Rashida help the brother get away, they can be charged. They can be charged. Let me see what else I can find before I let y'all get out of here. Let me see what this is. No, that ain't it. Appreciate this cash donation, Lena. Let me see if there's any new updates before we get out of here.
Shot and killed in Gwinnett County has been identified as an Atlanta rapper. Investigators say the victim was 33-year-old Tevin Hood, also known as T Hood. He was best known for his songs Ready to Go and Percolator. And he posted on social media just weeks ago promoting a concert in Atlanta. Investigators say the shooting stemmed from an argument at a house in unincorporated Snellville on Friday night. And officers say they detained a person at that home, but have not yet announced any arrests.
Let me see what else, y'all. Appreciate that super sticker, Sean. Let's see. Let me grab this, y'all, and see what he got to say. Let me just stop it right there. As y'all can see, case originally investigated as possible self-defense. Pow pow. Now they did detain the suspects, but they let them go. Appreciate your membership, your super chat, Miss LB. Can I get everybody to give Miss LB a warm welcome? New to the channel. Appreciate you, Miss LB, for the super chat. Can I get everybody to give Miss LB a warm welcome? So originally it was investigated as a possible self-defense. And I believe that's probably because they cleaned up the crime scene. But now they have that audio of the girlfriend stating that she didn't condone it. Condone what? And let me say this, y'all, before I leave. And this message is to the fellas. Fellas, we got to be more responsible. We got to be more careful out here. We are, in my opinion, we are the head. We are the head. And if the head is jacked up, if the head is not functioning right, then the body is useless. As men, we got to make better decisions. And as I said, even if that means not having a girlfriend or a wife, even if that means not having the woman of our dreams. Sometimes, fellas, going after, not all the time, but sometimes going after the woman that we want compared to going after the woman that's there that we need in our lives, sometimes going after that woman that we want comes with severe consequences. Sometimes. So we got to choose our women careful. Because it's different when we're under the microscope. It's like I said about women. Women can't do the same things that men can do when it comes to sleeping with multiple men. Well, men, we can't get away with what women can get away with. Look, don't blame me. It was already that way before I was born. And it's going to be that way when I'm dead and gone. That's just how it goes. Got to make better decisions as boyfriends, as husbands, as baby fathers. We got to make better decisions as fathers, as brothers, as cousins. We got to make better decisions. We got to. We got to break the cycle. It can be broken. Don't let nobody tell you that it can't be broken. It can be broken. The cycle can be broken. But it's up to us as men. Don't put yourself in a predicament like T. Hood. He had a promising future. He had the world ahead of him at 33 years old. Don't be like the brothers of this young lady and go running just because your sister calls you and she got a problem with her boyfriend. You let your sister know. Baby girl, I love you, but I can't be there to help you in every situation that you get into. Some situations you got to work out on your own. That's your man. That's your boyfriend. You lay down with him. Because as you can see, the very sister that the brother came to defend, she's on social media talking about she don't condone that shit. I don't condone that, brother or not. Brother or not. So just imagine you running to your sister's rescue. You unalive this joker. Days later, your sister on social media dragging you, talking about brother or not. I don't condone that shit. That's a miserable female right there. Can't nobody tell me that she's not miserable. She was able to ruin 2 men's lives. 2 men's lives. She ruined. Boyfriend, the brother. She don't care. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Salute. I'll see y'all back at 6 o'clock. All right. Salute everybody, and I'll see y'all back at 6 o'clock. Salute. I will leave the chat running, and you all can hang around. Salute everybody.